So I think we're live. Let me check. All right, I think we're live. No, we're still not live. I don't understand why. Maybe I messed up somewhere, or maybe we are, and I'm just talking shit. No, we are. Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Alright, it's a pleasure to be here again with you. And today, my friends, this is a live tutorial about how to make a logo and a YouTube banner. I still haven't decided yet what we're gonna do, so that's why it's a live, so you can see what my creation process is and that kind of stuff. So, you're not gonna feel unfamiliar if you're familiar with the channel about what's going to happen. I'm just going to take back my um, my old After Effects file. First, I should tell you in advance something. I have a logo which looks like this, which is pretty. This is for my older YouTube channel, my YouTube French channel, my YouTube gaming channel, which is not. It's just a channel where I go live when I play. It's nothing important, nothing like this channel when I want to drive it in. And so, well, as you can see, my other channel is called Xiao So this reminds of the Bose X plus the I and the little drop on the I, and that's kind of how I went with this. And I had other bullshit logos like this, like Xiao, you understand, with the O and stuff. So it's that kind of bullshit. But this one I hate. I don't know why I rendered it. So basically, I'm just gonna take back my YouTube intro converted, right? The same we had, and I'm gonna launch it if After Effects please will open, and we're gonna start working on it. And all right, why I'm opening the old project, not the old project, but the project for the YouTube intro. And I'm putting it for one reason, because first one, my banner, I want it to be Zigzag Video Creator, so the last frame of my video, I want this to be it, and I will rearrange a stuff. I mean, I will rearrange the view, the thing, plus YouTube asks you to have a banner that goes from 10,000 wide to I can't remember how much, but Unreadable will be substituted with default font. But come on, my default font is already here. I don't know why I get this unfamiliar error. This is lemon milk, alright, but if I go to here, this is Bebas new. So there's kind of problem inside this, but it doesn't matter. Alright, those are two sounds I had. So, well, since I'm new opening project, boys and girls, it's just a matter of cleaning everything I don't want. All right, and so this is what I will want for my banner. But right now we're not into that banner thing. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna close every little thing, and I probably shouldn't have done that. All right, wait. So if you make mistakes like this, the easy way to get out of it is to go to Window, Workspace, and either reset or do all panels, right? Or Workspace, and so reset all panels to save layout, and boom, and we're back here with this, and I don't know why it did open a composition architects. So we're gonna start with the logo. I have no freaking clue where I'm going with this, but it's a good thing. Today, it's a good thing. Usually, it's not a good thing. I think I said that yesterday, but today it's a good thing. So you go ahead and create a new comp. Either you go on File, New Composition, I guess, or Composition, New Composition, or you do Control N, which is basically what I do. And here it's gonna be important because to look at what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna call it a channel logo just for the sake of it, because I have here I can see logo bar and that stuff. So I don't want to be messed up with it. So you always rename your stuff. And for those who's gonna ask me why don't I do this on Photoshop, well, there's a pretty reason for this. It's since a video is made of 24, 25, or 30 frames per second. So a frame is a still image, all right? So I can actually do Photoshop work inside After Effects. Why do I do this like that? Because first of all, I know After Effects so well since back in the day, since After Effects 7 when I started, which is not the case with Photoshop. So it's not that I don't like Photoshop and I don't know how to use it. It's just like I feel way more comfortable on After Effects for almost any kind of work except video editing. So that's why I'm going to show you how to do it in After Effects and show you how powerful actually After Effects is for working on still images like pictures and like things. And when I hear and when I see some stuff on Photoshop, some Magic One tutorial, some stuff, boy, I can do it better on After Effects. And it's not like complicated projects, but like yeah, for small little projects, I go way faster here, and it's way more efficient because I know everything where it is and where it needs to go. So we're gonna create the new composition, and obviously since we're working on a frame, on a single image, we're gonna leave the value to 000.1, which means one fucking frame. So once we're here, keep in mind that the width and height are gonna change. All I know is I want a rounded logo. All right. This is the basic idea. I want contrast. I want stuff, and so that's what we are going to do today. So one of the things I wanted to tell you is like first, before creating something, you need inspiration. You need a background, and for this, one of the best place I can tell you to go fuck, I forgot. Pinterest. But Pinterest, if you're not familiar with it, Pinterest is a social media network, with actually a social media network about images and videos and that kind of stuff. Or I'm gonna continue. Yeah, I'd like this not to show, and I'm connected. All right. Uh, so for example, here I'm gonna type in rounded logo. Let's try it. And we're gonna have Rondo, which is pretty sick actually. And you can find a bunch of inspiration. But there's stuff I quite don't like because the logo needs to stay sober. You can, alright. A logo, the rules for the logo are pretty easy. First rule is your logo needs to be as much visible as possible in any situation. Alright, so that means if you have a visit card and your logo is that size, or you have a billboard, giant billboard over the highway, and it needs to be like I don't know 10 feet long, and it needs to be recognizable. So the thing about logos is this: is it's not something you can overload with detail. It's not something you can overload with a bunch of stuff. When you look at popular, famous logo like Apple, Nike, uh, Adidas, and that kind of stuff, they're all pretty simple, and you can see them in every single scale form and still recognize them, and you can play with this. So that's pretty it. So like this, lemon squeezed. If you put it like this, it's never gonna be readable. All right, and you can't you won't have any idea what it is. So like All Star Converse, for example, is just a star, right, in a circle, but still you know exactly what it is. So that's why we're going. Like this has way too much details. I mean, it's a yin and yang. It's pretty already down. So that's what I'm talking about. Like more creative stuff. This is good too. I mean, this would be recognizable every single step of the way. Um, so that's it. I highly recommend you check out Pinterest if you don't know it. If you new know it, like go check out, type in the search bar for whatever you're looking for, and yeah, just spend time. Just spend time looking for it. Like yeah, you can see professional logos. So I have obviously any clue. So back to our After Effects. We create a composition of one frame. So it's normal. Like this head thing is locked. So first thing I want to create is my composition, because we created the composition, but I want to make it like the comp. And to do so, well, since I want to run a logo, I'm just gonna draw. All right. So you select, you go here, and you hold the click, and it's gonna give you the options. Basically, this is just the pen tool that is right here, but instead of going and doing like a circle like this, which is a magnificent circle, obviously, as you can see, the best way to do it is to go grab the ellipse tool here, and once you have it, you hold shift to make it a circle. Otherwise, it's going to be an ellipse, all right? But as long as you hold shift, it's going to make a perfect circle, all right? So my only question is, why ain't my all right, it doesn't matter. So now that I have my circle like this, I just want to check. All right, and this is to move the anchor tool. The anchor tool um, is just the point inside, and I can show you which one it is. It is that point right here, and if I change it like this, all right, you can change it with the Y tool, I think. Yeah, it's Y. And the anchor point is the place where it's just a point, it's just a reference point where if you're gonna scale something, if you're gonna, yeah, mostly for scaling and rotation and that kind of stuff, it's gonna be around next to that reference point. It can be an axis, it can be everything it needs to be. I'm gonna show you an example right now. I'm going to modify it and put it here, alright, and I'm going to activate a rotation for it. So R on the keyboard for rotation, and look, this is rotating right now, not perfectly because it's around my little thing. Now, if I move it, it's rotating around this, alright. If I scale it, like S on the keyboard, it's going to scale through that reference point. So that's basically what an anchor point is. So that's why it's really important to have the anchor point like always, well, matching your needs, not always specifically in the middle, but it needs to be matching your needs. All right. So once I have that, I actually want to change my composition. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to paste this to, I don't know, some dumb color. All right. Oh yeah, some gray. Gray is perfect. And I want to change my composition. Why? Because I want my logo to not have to not be 1080 by 10 yeah, in 1080p. All right, because otherwise you're gonna have this whole thing rendered as an image instead of this. No matter how much PNG or transparency you're gonna get, this is how it works. So the best way to do this is to set up your comp. Alright, just gonna do this, and we're gonna set it up to the middle of our screen, and we're gonna check if that is. You can do it with the arrows on your keyboard. Sorry for the terrible sound I get, I imagine, and boom. So this is my anchor point. Since the anchor point is in the middle of the frame, I'm gonna use this as a point of reference as zooming maxed out, but it's really easy. Like you do this, and boom, it is perfectly fitted. You can check if this line crosses the middle of the little square. It does, and you can check here, and it does. So that's it. So you can deactivate back the grid now that you're all set up. So what we're going to do now is just go into our composition settings. So to go into your composition settings, it's Control Alt N. No. Control Mash N. No, it's Control Control K on the keyboard. So I guess you can find this in composition settings. Go to composition settings, and go to Control K. So once you're in Control K, it still has your settings, but here we're gonna uncheck lock aspect ratio because we don't want it to be 16:9 aspect ratio or 178 var. It is not what we want. What we want is actually to scale it down to match the exact sidelines on my logo. So let me show you exactly what it means. It means doing this like this, and this like this, and this, and it means clicking OK, zooming in, just to be sure, and maybe activate the alpha just to have a better view of it because it's gray and black. So go back to Command K, Control K. Sorry, wow, this is terrible. And you continue doing so until you find the right value, and this seems to me to be quite legit. So now that we have this, we're gonna go here, maybe zoom in a little more, and Control K, and continue by doing it. I don't know what happened here, so I'm gonna cancel everything. I don't know why it changed. It just changed my view. Maybe it's normal. Maybe it ain't. I know it ain't. All right. Now let's keep it like this. What the fuck, After Effects? What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Like, what the actual fuck? Alright, we're still good, so you know what? I'm gonna just use it like this, and we're gonna see how much of an impact. Alright, I went way too far. Let me click OK, and it's still too far. Bum bum bum. And I don't know why it absolutely wants me to keep it all in the frame, which does bother me a hell lot, but okay. Uh, and yeah, it just sucks right now. I don't know. There's something. There's some toggle activated. There's because it's the height. I don't know. I actually sincerely don't know. It's never done that to me before, but okay. So let's go. Let's go by value. All right. So let's go to 888. Not multiplied, and 888 is not good. So like I would estimate that to be like around like 10 pixels. So we're gonna go to 878 up, and we're gonna check. All right, so that was roughly 10 pixels. I guess like 10 pixels more, but I'm not gonna do 10, or am I? Am I gonna do 10? I am. I am. I am. So 6, and 6 will be too much. 6 is too much, so I'm gonna drop down that by 5. So it's gonna be 7.3, boom, and 7.3 should be kind of perfect. All right, so let's go back to 7.5 or 7.4. I think 7.5 would be the limit I like. Yeah, 7.5 is just, you see the little like breathing pass, and we're good. All right, so this is the composition size you need if you want to make around the logo. If you want to make a logo, you need the composition to fit the logo actually. So this is what we have today. So to be kind of honest, the stroke you see is just here, so you can double click. No, so I forgot what it is, but you can actually like, nope, you can actually like, or right click maybe, or click on the stroke. Oh, you need to click on stroke. So you click on stroke and you select this here, which means no. Um, oh, I didn't explain what it was. It's all right. I'm gonna show you what it is. So this is just like, let's put it in red. All right, and let's expand it. All right, now I understand what it is. So it's, yeah, it's the color at the edges basically, and what you can do with the edge of After Effects. So I'm gonna turn it back off to nothing. So yeah, so used to click, and boom. So here we are with our magnificent wheel. Um, so honestly, I still have no clue what I want to do. I might not want to include text inside of it. So we're gonna still change the color, and I want a nice warm. All right, I want my team to get back. So we're gonna reopen the intro, and what I want is that blue right here. So I'm gonna double click. No, I'm gonna select Control on my background, on my blue background. I'm gonna select Control Shift Y to get back my color, which is right here. And you copy this number, the hex number of the color, and you go back to your composition here. You open up the fill, and you just copy and paste the color. All right. So this is the plain color that we have. So first things off, I want to add effects to it. I want to make it. I want to add a ramp, right? So you go here, and apparently After Effects is lagging, and you type in ramp. because that's what I want. Generate gradient ramp. All right, let's go. And I want it to be like a radio ramp based on something I can't see right now, which is I just want my effects. So this is the start of the ramp, and for this, all right, I'm gonna unclick it, reset, and click it because I want it to be in this exact position of the shape layer. So you go grab the position, which is this, and is that serious? Um, all right, I'm sorry. All right, and so or you do it like the the way I like to do it. So I'm gonna pop up the not this grid, not this grid. I'm gonna pop up the not this grid either. Wow. All right, the title action proportion safe, and what I'm gonna do is drag and drop two rulers, and yeah, to check it if it's well placed, you go like this, and you place it like on the middle of the screen, and this is perfect. All right, now I'm just gonna take another one, just for the sake of having this in the middle of my image. It's not quite fitting. It is now fitting. All right, so now we have this perfect ruler. So I'm gonna deactivate my title action safe, and I'm gonna place this little guy right in the middle. And as you can see, it's almost in the middle, so you can grab it and it will snap it automatically to this. All right, so I'm gonna swap colors because what I want is the shade to be in the on the edges of my logo and not here, not actually here on my not on the inside. I want the inside to be illuminated, give it life to it. So I'm gonna get this, and I'm gonna map this to be black exactly, but it's gonna be a wonderful black or a darkish blue. A darkish tone of blue works also. You're gonna see how this works pretty easily, like kind of. So I'm gonna take like a dark like this, like which gives like a vibrant color, and it's pretty good. So now I want the end of my ramp to be like, so since it's a circle, you can see like you can adjust it like this. So that's what I want to do. I want it to be shaded and at the same time not that much shaded. Let me see how this looks nice to me. I mean, this, I'm gonna deactivate my titles and my ruler, and this does not look good to me. So we're gonna take back the end of a ramp here, and what the fuck is it doing? And all right, it's kind of doing a vignette, but with a much wider sense of it. You can, of course, you can blend with the original. So like if I do this to 100, it comes back, and you can also like play around with this. But I think like I don't really want my darkish tone. I'm gonna leave this to 0 anyway. Now we're gonna adjust some of the things here in color just to get it a more vibrant, more vivid color. So we're gonna go to color correction, and in color correction we're gonna select levels, or not levels. Sorry, I am just it's curve. I want to select. I don't know why I said levels. I've seen it. So we're gonna go to curves, and so basically here you can select the channel on the curve you want to touch. So we're gonna keep it RGB because we basically only have a little blue on it. Maybe later in further tutorials I'll show you how to master it. So basically what you do is you click on the line anywhere, not anywhere, but I'm gonna explain it to you. Oh, you got presets? Really? Alright, I don't know what that is, but I don't wanna the pen tool. Alright. So here you can click on the pen tool to paint, and here you can have the frames uh, pre pre-selected. So I'm just gonna delete it because I don't know how to go back. Reset. All right, yeah. So basically what you want to do is an S with that form. So what it's gonna be doing is get the image darker, so it's kind of taking out that blue, and you're gonna right click it to make a beautiful S, and it's gonna get this vibrant vivid contrast. Alright, let me show you how it goes with this to this. Alright, so we got from blue jean to that. So what's important to notice is this is like it's definitely changing my blue, my jean blue, to a kind of sea blue. Alright, because when you stack effects on top of each other, they the effects on top have effect does apply to the effects on the bottom. Alright, and so it's been like that. So you wanted to rearrange it to be the curve on top of it, just so we can keep our color here and be able to modify our curve. So if I continue to do so, oh no, it's not applied. So what did I just say? No, why it's not being applied? Alright. So we have a problem missing. So let me recreate an effect. So you can right click on this empty dead zone. You can go to effects. You can right click here and select effects, or you can go to all panels or things, and here you're gonna have every. In fact, I have every single panel open, but here you just have the effects, and it's the same thing. You go to color correction and stuff, or you type in what you want. So here I can go to curves. I have to admit, I almost never type in things because I kind of don't like it. So we're gonna do this more like this, and keep it in mind that I want a lightish tone of it right here. And yeah, I like my point of lighting. I like how it is. It is a well-rounded thing. Mm, I like the deep blue out of it. It's kind of cool. So, where do we go from now? Actually, I have no idea, but I like the blue. Let me try and inspire myself from what I have, which mean between this gloomy blue, and I like blue. It's like a great freaking color. All right, so maybe I will duplicate my this layer, resize it, reshape it to like something like that. All right, and have this nice worn thing, and we're gonna undo the gradient. We're gonna undo the curve, and basically we're gonna do like. No, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I just want I don't want to fill. I just want to stroke actually this time. So I'm gonna turn out the fill. So to do this, you click on fill and you select this white crossed square, which means no color. It's invisible. And now I'm gonna take out my stroke, and I'm gonna do like a this. If you want to hide like the pass of the thing, you can and just hide it like this, and when you select it, oh no, it's still here. It's mask and shapes. Oh no, see, it deactivate the lines of the mask, but it don't. Alright, so let me try and check out how can I do this like properly. Alright, like a thin rim seems cool to me, but now I just want it to be another color. And to do so, I don't know, I'm gonna find out which colors I want for this logo. Yeah, I kind of like this deep electrical green blue, but it's terrible. I really essentially don't know where I'm going with this. Alright, let's find out. No, I hate every single step of this. I don't know. The greenish, no. The reddish salmon, like this, is kind of something I like. But I think it still doesn't match. Doesn't render what I want. So we're left with this. For once that I don't know. Alright, let's try something else. Let's try a basic stuff that I do with my logos. Like, I'm gonna bring out my text, and I know that what I used was lemon milk. So I'm gonna grab a lemon milk, and I'm gonna try lemon milk, regular or bold. Alright, I'm gonna try typing X. And Y bold is italic. Like how I had this problem yesterday. Alright, so we're gonna type X. Maybe we're gonna do just as simple as that, a simple X. Anyway, don't worry because I'm gonna remake tutorials about how to make a logo. As far as the channel advance, I'm gonna change the identity of the channel. I mean, like not the identity of it, but like the face of it, like the logos and stuff. Doesn't mean like today we're never going to do shitty jobs. The one thing you need to keep in mind is when you're working with stacks, don't scale it like the way you would like this. Scale it through this. Alright, through the size of the typography itself. Alright, so with stacks, the anchor point is always going to be at the bottom thing here. So what you want to do is just find the great size of it, and I think I know where I'm going with this. Bum bum bum. So bim bim. So this looks nice to me. I'm gonna show you why in a few seconds. Alright, so once you have your text placed where you want, bring back the ruler. No, don't bring back the ruler, sorry, bring back the guides. Once you have the guides, it's basically this. So now it's going to snap automatically, as you can see. So what we want is it to snap in every axis of the way. So what we want to do is that X is we want to make an alpha mask out of it. So how to do it? You do alpha made inverted and no alpha made. Oh shit. Why? Because it's blue? Alright, wait. No track mate. But I do want it to be. Alright, so if I'm playing with it as an overlay. Alright. Alright, and this looks terrible, but what I want is either. No. Alright. I want to play around with the settings here. If you multiply, it's going to do this because black is multiplied and whites are addition. So if you go on add, it add. If you want to multiply it, it's going to be dark. To show you this example, oh yeah, well, doesn't matter. So what I want is to have a stencil. Yeah, that's more like it, but this is not. This is what I want. Thank you. So it's creating an alpha mask. So if you do silhouette, it's gonna take out the Y on the top and keep it like this. Alright, and make that thing right here, this X on the middle of the frame. And it's in black, as you can see, because it's just the silhouette out of it. Now, if you really want to make this as an alpha add, no, it's as a silhouette luma. This is how it's going to be as the luminescence. The stencil alpha is going to be this. It's going to take in everything inside the mask, inside the white. So the X is white. So what the stencil alpha does is it maps whatever is under it to the white form, white shape, white letter. Well, it's pretty self-explanatory when you do this. All right. So let's go back because that's not what. It's still not what I want, and I want to make it like a alpha made to the shape layer, but maybe I'm mistaken so much that this is not it. So the layer needs to be under it, and wait for it. Yes, we're getting close. All right, so that's what I want to do. So you can do it in different ways, but I'd rather do this by using a TrackMate. I can't really explain to you why now, because I don't have an example to show you, but it's really important to do this that way, because in longer projects or in other things, you're gonna have very hard time configuring everything, and it's kind of better this way. Um, so now that we have definitely our X like this, I think it looks awful. So basically, what it is just like this. As you can see, it is just like a, a simple, very simple shit. Sorry, it's a very simple manipulation to do. So now we got this, we got this color, and bear with me because I'm still hating what I'm doing right now. So I'm just gonna duplicate my shape layer like I used to do, and I'm gonna place it here, but this one is not being going to be a track mate. This one is going to be here. So the question you're basically asking me is, why do I see this on top right here instead of being? It's because it's the same color, it's the same pattern, so it's filling in the blanks and you have the impression that it is doing something else, but it ain't. If I'm going to change, if I were to change the color, what why isn't it changing the color? Because I got a gradient map. That's it. Alright, so we good. We good. We good. Alright. Now I'm freely choosing a color. It does look like an OSX. And I like the salmon the salmon I had. I can't find it anymore. Uh, this is not salmon quite yet, but it will be once I found it. Yeah, I'm gonna have better. This is more of a salmon. I had it, and it's going to be in the orange though. Wait, where is my salmon? I can see any salmon values. I don't know if it's my screen or my eyes that get too tired. Nope. No. Wait. Where is my salmon color? And now we're all the way to the reds, which is not what I want. I swear to God. We're almost here, but it still ain't. And this is more what I'm looking for, like a less saturated, like this. Alright, so still terrible, huh? Yeah, still pretty much amazingly terrible. Alright, so what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna create an adjustment layer just to see if I can go somewhere I can go. So to create an adjustment layer, you go to layer, new, and you create an adjustment layer. So what is an adjustment layer? An adjustment layer is basically a layer that's gonna apply every effect you apply to it to the bottom of your here, to every single layer under it. How does this basically work? You see this little thing here, it means that every effect applied on it, Togglemate is going to be applied under it. So what I basically want to do is grab a color correction, and this time I want curves again, but this one I want it to be, you know, my logo, to give it more poppy life like this. And I'm just curious about how can I get my deep blue back like this here, or light it, and it's still having no effect whatsoever because it's my gradient. I forgot it's my gradient. And it's not that blue I want to change, so I'm going to cancel it. It's the deepest dark blue I had. I want it to be like more faded. Yeah, that does look way better. Alright, now what I'm saying is like the letter X in this shape is not what I want. So I'm just gonna try something else. I'm just gonna try out some typographies about it. And to do so, you just select alright, select here and go with the arrows, right? And select this, click, just one click, and wait, what? Alright, so you can go, I don't know, alright, you can go with oh, I don't know the word in English, with the mouse wheel. I got it, with the mouse wheel, I know the word. So you just hover with your mouth inside it, and we're gonna try and find out some typography I like. So I would like to use the lemon milk, but since it's a logo, let's do it like another way. You know what? I'm gonna go on that font and look for a new font, and we're gonna see. Yeah, maybe I'd like a smooth font, but it won't match with everything I have. So let me see. Do we have top? Yeah, we have top. All right, Bebas new stuff, of course. I haven't tried Bebas new though. Lemon milk I like. The Carve Dreams. Oh, Carve Dreams seems legit. Um, Life is okay. The Bebas, Luna. I like more traditional, like more kinetic typographies like this, like Fitting Moment, like Cool Vertica. That's quite a fun name. Alpaloo. So that font is a website where you go and you have hundreds of fonts to choose from, and yeah, let me check something because OSX logo. Cause yeah, because I don't want to be too close to OSX logo. I mean, it's so impregnant in my saying. So yeah, that was from Mavericks. I kind of like those kind of things. And so they chose to do either an X with a reflection, either an X not fully crossing the bar, but that's not what I want. I want it to be fully crossed on the bar, and that's pretty fun. So yeah, so I'm far away from it as long as I don't use the same color values, which is iTunes values and every other. So all right, we good. I haven't tried Bebas New, so I'm just gonna, start Jedi. Haha, keep calm. I don't know. Nothing pleases me. Maybe I come back later, see to check it since I haven't finished the thing. So I will come back on it and like, can you just do no? I don't. So when I clicked, since I created a new empty text layer, so you want to erase that and come back and do this. Do I see a difference? I don't know why I can just not select. Maybe it's by doing this. No. Alright, so let's go to Bebas already. Alright, so Bebas new has this type of X, which is kinda not what I like, so I'm gonna replace it, and let me check here. Mm, I doubt that, yeah. So. Yeah, more traditional X actually works for me. So we're gonna bring it back to wait the guides, and we're gonna just replace our thing and snap it into position, which is this. So now we have this X right here, and I kind of like it like that. But I hate the logo. I think this is not a great logo. I think this lacks a bunch of features. Um, so let me check what is this. So this is shape layer number 2, and so if we got it, it's just a plain circle under it, and there's something lacking to that logo. And you know what? I think I know what's lacking to the logo. So I'm gonna do something quite unorthodox right here, but I think it will pretty much work. Um, so I'm just gonna select my pen tool, and I'm gonna create 2 new points here. Oh no, on my shape I said. On my shape. Oh, but it is on my shape. So wait. Yeah, it is on my shape, but it is alright. So yeah, so shape layers never works like as masks. So what I want is go to fill or to ellipse path, and I want to select the side of it, and no, this is not. So I want the stroke, and that one. Oh, I can dash it. It's true. Up, 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 and or transform ellipse if that is it. But I would like to change the path. I forgot how to do it. I can't believe I forgot how to do this. So it's in content ellipse, and I should be able to get my pass and at least my 4 points. So it's gonna be in ellipse, and it's gonna be all right. Let me pull that up. Nope. And the fill, but the fill I don't have it. And it should be in transform already, but apparently it ain't. But it's the ellipse pass. Alright, so now we got the ellipse pass, and I think I can no. So can I modify it? My ellipse pass to be size, and yeah, size. Yeah, no, it's I don't have access to my points. So alright, it doesn't matter. So uh my idea maybe just dropped because maybe I just want to do something else. Maybe I just want to add a gradient into it. So like a ramp actually. So where it is gradient stroke. Oh no, it's gonna be the stroke. So if I want to do so, I'm gonna get back my ramp on here and to create a kind of shade on it. So here you go to generate, and you go to ramp. Uh, Gradient ramp. Alright, and we're back because it changed my color. What do I have here? I have this, alright, and what I want is to keep my color actually, so I'm gonna do another thing quite unorthodox. It's just to keep my color. I could do this a bunch of ways. It's just like to me. So I'm gonna create an adjustment layer. All right, I'm gonna place it just above this one. All right, and here I'm gonna go do a generate and a gradient ramp, um, which is gonna be here. But I'm gonna hide it, and I'm gonna select start color, and the start color will be this damn pink. And now when I go to this, we have something more of a ramp. This time I wanted linear ramp. I wanted to divide the image in half, and that is exactly what I want. But I might not want that this. Well, wait. Let me try a radial ramp. It's gonna be a bit of something like that, and I can invert. I know I can invert this. Oh, I know how to invert it. So yeah, and nope, and we're gonna do end of the ramp. All right, we're gonna take it. Maybe I just want it to be like more like this, and to be a plain color, and I might want it to end on a just on a shady thing, like wait, yeah, yes, that's more like a salmon out of it, and or I can force it to be this reddish pink, and that is terrible, my friends. So that's why I said I had no idea what I was going to do with After Effects open, but right now I'm doing so much bullshit. Come on, this is not good at all. So I just might start at the end. So you know what? We're gonna duplicate the composition, and we're gonna start off with a new thing. So how do you duplicate a composition? So you go to channel logo, and you do Control D, right? And it's gonna create. So it's named number two, but I'm gonna rename. Yeah. So it's named number two, but if I do change things here, it's not gonna change things here, as you can see. All right. So I'm gonna channel logo number two. We're gonna keep the composition the way it is, and we're gonna start fresh. Because this is ugly as fuck. This is terrible. I have no idea how to do it. So let's find another way, another axis. When you're creating and you get stuck, the other way you like to do is go the further away you can from your original idea, because sometimes you go explore something else and you come back to the original idea and you found the thing that will make it better. So we're just gonna start with an X and with the shape of it, or my channel is Xiao, and in this is kind of what I want. So what do I do to make it kind of match with this? What are these things that are important? We're gonna change the thing. Instead of creating a circle, we're gonna use the O and we're gonna create a mask of it. So tutorial continues with something else. It's still logo creation. So I'm glad because if you go on the live video and you have the time to follow this masterclass, you will learn a bunch of things because you see me randomly doing things. So it's not always a beginner tutorial. It's always like beginner to advanced, going to intermediate tutorial, as you can see. So I'm gonna shut down the camera real quick. But I'm still streaming, boys and girls. So basically what we want to do here and now is look for this. So this was my text and this is in lemon milk regular. So I'm gonna create a new text layer. So you go Control T or you select the text tool right here, and I'm gonna make a letter O. Where's this letter O? So there's a kind of thing you can do when instead of placing it like by hand like this, you can like put it here. Right click on the layer, of course. Oh, I did a how I don't know how I did it. I did something I never done before. I don't know how I did it in one click. Alright, doesn't matter because that was exactly what we were going to do. It's the O outline. But first I wanted to show you when your layers are not in place, you select the layer and you go to transform. In transform, you got transform the anchor point, flip vertical, blah blah blah, blah, or you got fit to comp, or you got center in view. And when you do center in view, it's going to center the layer in view by the anchor point. So that's where we go through the anchor point. All right. So first, I want to, since I explained to you how the anchor point was important, again, you see how the important have a major influence on everything you do. So it was lemon milk. So we're going to select lemon milk again and again, lemon milk regular, which is this one. We're gonna adapt it like this, and we got this typography right here. So typography is always a pain in the ass to work with. So what you want to do is outline this. So you right click on it and you go to oh man, create shape from text. All right, or create mask from text, but we're gonna create yeah, we're gonna create a mask because I'm more used to the mask. So you see all the point of the mask, and this outline is actually a vector outline now instead of being a text. So this is magnificent. So now that we have this, you can see that my it deactivated the view for my text, which is here, but we keep in mind we got a mask. You can still see the mask even if everything when you select the layer, even if it's not, because this toggle is activated. So when you do this, you actually see only the shape and not the points, and when you reactivate it, you can see this. In some cases, it's really useful when you're doing animation or that kind of stuff. So we got this shape with is this, and now we can rescale it. We can do a bunch of things we can't normally do with typography. Like now, I want to place it in the center of my frame, so it's gonna snap automatically. Boom! It is snapped in the middle of my frame. I'm just gonna scale it a little bit because I want it to be more precise. And for this, since it's my outline, I'm gonna apply. I'm just gonna change its color. So I'm gonna go to tint and I'm gonna map my black to nothing, but map white to red, for example. Alright, so now I have red, so I can go to my transparency layer and check how this is not snapped in the middle. But because my anchor point is not placed in the middle of the frame, I'm gonna leave it as is because since it's an outline of typography, it might have a reason for it. I don't know which reason, obviously, for it, but it is how it is. So we're gonna go to scale 1/6. No, so we're gonna go to scale 1/5, 105, and 105 is legit what I want. Alright, we're still a little breezing around, so I can deactivate it, and we're gonna continue. Did I? Yeah. Did I do this? But I'm gonna keep it as red. All right. So we're gonna do the same thing now with the letter X. So the X is here. Boom. We can outline it now. Create a mask from text. Once we have the mask from the text, again, we can just. All right. There's something definitely wrong with this outline. Alright, so maybe I need to place it in my composition. That's something I didn't know, actually. Alright, so it's placed. And now we're going to create the shape from text, the mask from text, and my outline is perfect. Alright, so you can grab the original text and drop it down here, or you can just delete it. If you delete it, it's just the outline. Alright, so once I'm out here, I'm gonna want to do a mask, and to mask out what I want, so I'm gonna do no. It's alpha inverted. No. So again, because this is white and the other outline is not, so that might be this one I want. And the alpha inverted, I guess, mate. And that was the original idea of it. And okay. So I'm gonna keep in mind that I want this, and this looks pretty fun. I mean, it's a basic logo, but see, we're working with shapes here, so we're working with count forms and counterforms, and this is pretty cool. Pretty cool for me. So now I'm just gonna select the same color, the same blue I had, and we're gonna apply to it a bit of color correction, and we're gonna go to curves again, and I want it to be more. Alright, no, we're not gonna do this like this. We're not gonna do it with curves actually, because we can see the ramp on it. So I'm just gonna generate a ramp again and again and again. So let's go to a, yeah, let's go to a where is my am I on generate? Yeah, so it's gradient ramp. Alright, we're gonna take it to radial ramp, and again this, oh no, I didn't want to alright, so since it is on the middle, I'm just gonna readjust it real quick. I'm gonna deactivate it, and it's not, it is perfect, it is in the middle now. I'm just gonna deactivate my grid because I'm not using it, but what I want is exactly something like this to give it life and shade, but we're gonna swap the colors to, oh nope, and we're gonna lock the layer, this one, just to get the effects we want. Oh no, if I lock the layer I cannot. Alright, so bear with me just a second. And this we're gonna select the actual tool right here, and yeah, since it's on the center and that's what I want, it's having this shade on it. So now we're gonna map the end color to that kind of uh, black and gray to keep us with a blue jean, and we're gonna paste again the color and just we're gonna toggle with it to keep it like light with having this light shade on it. Alright, this is much better than the first logo. So this is actually what it looks like. It is like this plain white thing. So when you look at it this way, it's terrible, but I like the shapes out of it, and how it is. So it's pretty basic on this, and what I want now is maybe uh, add another outline on it. So I still don't know where I'm going with this. Um, hmm. So from this, there's some things to break right here, and I'm gonna break it down like this. So if I open like the second channel logo, you can see the advancements of everything. So this terrible thing, and the other logos I made, like no, like this, for example. Yeah, and like this, which I made before. So as you can see, I worked way more on the other logo, and making a logo, three different logos or a bunch of different logos is always the creation process. So you can compare them to each other, but right now I have to admit I'm running out of ideas for the same stuff because I made three different logos every day for the 3 past days. So it is exhaustive. But once we have the shapes, of course we can still modify every shape and everything like this. So for example, if I were to take this, I can do something more like this, and it looks way nicer than it. But I think it reminds me of a logo I know. It definitely reminds me of a logo. So let me check what would I do if I do with this. We get the shape, the X shape back, and that's not what I want with the little artifact. But I like the way I got those two pins here, and I think I'm just gonna create a new a small solid. All right. So you go to Control Y to create a solid. Let's make it blue. Let's call it square, and let's make it a square, right? So to make it a square, you just select the same values, height and width, like a square. All right. So now we have this nice little square here, and we're gonna still keep this activated. And what I want is, oh shoot, so to keep the proportions equal, so you hold shift while you do this, and this is terrible. I mean, that's doesn't look like the idea I had, but all right. So this is still not what I want. I still like it as the way it is, but I hate it when it's put it like this. Um, so I guess I want to play around with another circle form. So I'm gonna duplicate my O outline like this, and now I have this, which is even terrible. But what's funny though is like duplicating this, I can go and change this outline and grab it like to make it like this. Let me check. Huh, that's actually bullshit. But it's fun. No, so you Control Shift Z gets you back to the point where you want it. So this is my O outline, and this is the one making it the shape out of it like this. So basically, I'm gonna drop it down every step, and I don't want it to be a track made on an alpha inverted, and I want the scale to be way down at, because what I want is kind of creating that little circle inside. So what I'm gonna do is still deactivate, no, I mean on this outline I want, oh shoot, I want every little point like this. So you hold shift and you create this selection to select every point, and it's not going to select every point because I already selected the others. Now it will, and boom, and we have this little thingy here. So now that I have this and it is on my shape, what I can do is rescale it again with S, and once you scale it a bit, boom, we're gonna have this like, I want it to be like this, like really in the middle of the frame, kind of like this, and have a logo that look. Oh, this is, oh shit, I know what I'm doing. Let me check. So if you feel like a logo is too close to something else, it's time to change. And honestly, it does. I don't know. It reminds me of Green Lantern, and yeah, it looks like the Green Lantern logo, and that's bullshit because I hate that logo. So I hate this, and maybe I'm gonna try something else. I'm gonna try something else. Bear with me. Again. So basically, what I'm gonna do is multiply that thing and to get like a nice rounded shape. But I want this one also to be like in another. If I turn on the tint and play a little bit, not with this, but with this, a little bit around with my colors, I can get a nice like wormish thing. And I want to grab back my kind of salmon. So like this one was cool. So where is the background for this? So it's After Effects, and this is the background for it. So you go Control Shift Y again, select the color, copy and paste it. So Control C, you go, you do this, beam, and you go back to your logo right here. And what I want is paste the color here, and if I multiply and yeah, and paste it here also. And then we're gonna have this, and now we're gonna toggle it to be a lighter, almost whiter, like this, and this one is gonna be a darkish. But I don't want it to be too darkish. I want it, yeah, I want it to be faded like this color. Alright, so now we have this, and if you don't see where I'm going with it, I will explain in a few. But I don't want to multiply it. I want neither add it from difference, no, from division, no. So I'm gonna leave it as normal, and I'm gonna paste it back behind. And once I'm behind, what I want to do is kind of get these shapes to work together as one. So I don't know why it's not placed exactly on the middle of my frame. So I'm just, gonna readjust it, and that's when you want to turn up the points of the mask. Because here we can see that there is room for, now it's perfectly placed. Alright, now that it's perfectly placed, the color, my god, that's such a poor choice of colors. So I still don't know where I'm going with this again. um what saddens me is I like the shape out of it, like this. I really do like this little like circle cut, and it looks like an X, but I don't like the shape out of it, like especially when you see it in black. Like it doesn't make sense. This view doesn't make sense to me or to either one of us. So hmm so I still don't know what basic shapes I want inside my logo, inside my creations. So I'm just gonna leave it as is, and every outline I like to see my outline, and yeah, it looks like pretty much this. But if I do this like this, it's gonna be terrible. You know why it's terrible? Because it's not fitting anything. So if this is my logo, then how do I hate it. I hate it so much. Alright. So creation process is always like this. I mean, you can spend hours on something, or you can find the idea straight away. Like I tell you, there's so many things I've done before in the past of the other logos I was constructing. This is just a nightmare right now. I think I've done too much creation for XIO in a in this shape. So what I like is that this shape gives an A right here. All right, the shape gives an A. It's an X, while crossing was here, here, and you have your A. So maybe that's what I want to add is maybe what I want to add is triangle on it. So all right, I'm gonna keep this the O outline like this, and I'm gonna reduplicate again my O outline, and maybe not. Maybe I'm just gonna create I'm gonna use a star tool to do my little singy star and lock it any axis with shift. Once I have my star tool layer, I'm just gonna place it under. I don't need to place it, I just want a little triangle. So I'm gonna show me the pass, and I want to change the pass of. No, I want to change the pass of the polystar. So it's like the pass, the polystar pass, and the points. So what do I do? Yeah, and I got my triangle. So that's what you do when you create the basic shape, and you can see you can do this, and you create a star. You draw, you leave the points to 3 points, and you get the triangle, right? The triangle we wanted. Um, so I'm just gonna place it under it, and now, nope, it's not the shape I wanted to move. It's my triangle I want to move. I want it to be crossed like almost this, and it looks like bullshit because it's not placed on. All right, let me try and place it in the middle of my grid already, and so the anchor point is not placed. So what you can do to replace your anchor point is place it the layer inside the middle of what you want. Take the anchor point, and the anchor point will snap right onto the thing. So that's one way to place the anchor point, like really freaking precisely. Um, it's starting to look more like a logo I like, but still, I wonder where is my channel logo 2, where is my effect? Alright, tint and gradient map. So I'm going to select both those two. With shift, I'm going to say Control C to copy, of course, and I'm going to apply it to Control V to here to be this. But now it just looks like a Xiao. Oh, that's another way to make this work. So let me check this. Mm, Still looks terrible when it's not in PNG, and since it's gonna be mapped out to black, I really need to find out how to fill this thing. Um, all right, so I quite don't like the colors out of it, so I think I have the color number. No, I don't. So what I'm going to do is go here, select this, Control C to copy, and now I want my color correction anyway, and I'm going to try and go to curves. I'm going to see how much of a so wait, I know what I don't want. I don't want my stroke. Okay, so you need to click on stroke. I always make that mistake, and it's gonna be a plain shift. So maybe it's no. So it wasn't the stroke. So we go back. We select this for the stroke. It's here, and the fill. I don't want it to be filled actually. So I want this. And it's starting to look like PlayStation. My God. Oh my God. All right, it's not looking right away, straight away like PlayStation, and I really want my shape to be. I like to see, you know, like the middle of this edge here being like this seems pretty much legit, and it seems pretty much to be the middle of it. It's not very precise work, I'll admit. It's something I hate doing, actually, but if it works, so let me check the distance between bows, and this looks quite good. It does look like Xiao, but the colors are off. The colors are definitely off, and the reason for this is because I'm not using an adjustment layer to composite my image. So if you do Control Alt Y, it's going to bring out the adjustment layer, and on this adjustment layer, I will bring out. Oh, so I deactivated the curves here. Oh, but this is alright. This is normal. So the O outline, which got the gradient map, but I'm gonna add a gradient ramp here, and it's gonna be awful. I already know what I'm doing, and then I already know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be awful. Gradient ramp. So to apply to every layer, and yes, this is definitely awful. That's not what I wanted. So what you can do is create a mask inside the adjustment layer, like an ellipse rounded tool. I'm gonna create the mask like this. If you want to select the mask to be, no, sorry. If you want to select the mask, you just click on the edge. Oh, or you do this, and you can place it. It doesn't snap when you do this apparently, but it's pretty much on the middle. Doesn't quite matter now, and now it ain't snapping again. Boom. So we got this, and this mask you can transform, of course, the mask path, the mask feather, or the mask opacity. And on this, we're gonna generate wait, no, we're not gonna generate. We're going to color correction, and we're gonna use our curves right here to have a little damn light like this. Alright, and so what you can see here is the path of the mask actually. So you can change it by playing with the mask feather. It will automatically, alright, so in that case it's useful to toggle with the mask shape, alright. So you can see here that it blurs out the definition and smooths out the edges. So it's really important to keep that in mind because it's really important to have it. But what we want is having a mask expansion and get it more like this to make a more uniform dark shade on it and not having this. So now that we have this, let me look at it without the alpha. It's still looking pretty slick, but I like the way it is like this on a white, like, you know, on a white basis, on a PNG basis. So I might look into this to make it. But you can still change the way you interact with this, so lighting, darken difference, every little things you know, every mode to your a layer actually, but it's only the mask. So this is pretty cool, but I might want to add a just a little thingy like to complete the circle. Um, so what do I don't like? I don't like this. I don't like the fact that this is not fitting the points. So I'm gonna get back to this triangle outline, which is somewhere in my. Okay, so this is my shape layer, and now when you go to the pass and what is inner radius? I wonder. Oh. So inner radius with 3 points does this. Uh huh. Okay. So I just discovered something. So yeah. Oh, when we can play like this, and now it looks like I think I think I know what this looks like, and it does look like Mercedes logo, and yes, it does. So we're gonna stay far away from this. We're gonna stay very, very, very far away from it, and then we're not gonna do this. So that was the inner radius. So it's just nice to see how it is. I'm just gonna Control Z on everything because I very much like my triangle. So the outer radius, what does it do? Oh, same thing as the inner one. Basically the inner roundness. Can I have a roundness on my triangle? Seriously? Outer roundness? Yes, I can do something like that, but I'm not gonna do it because we're already mixing like hard shapes like a triangle with smooth shapes on it. And yeah, that's where I wanna change my stroke. Basically, not composite, not the opacity. Backup middle join, backup limit. We can dash it like this. But maybe I know what I want to do. I don't want to dash this one. I might want to dash my general, not my adjustment layer, not my X outline, my O outline. I might want to dash this one. Oh, it has a mask. It has two masks. Really? Wait. I don't create a mask on it. I create shape layer. Oh no, I create mask from this. Oh, so I can't dash it. Doesn't quite matter though. Would be nice to dash it. I can dash it with a mask in a map, an alpha mask in white and black and white, and then dash it. So the black values would be what's showing, and the white values what's disappearing. Like kind of what I did here. So wait, I'm gonna rename some of my layers just for the sake of it. So wait, if I hold click, if I hold click, if I alt click, if I control click, if I shift click, if I click right click, alright, go to rename, which is somewhere reveal layer. Alright, I forgot how to rename. Thank you. Alright, let's call it A. Uh, let's call it rounded. And will be X outline. It's good. I know where we are, where we stand for. Until this, I'm gonna delete it almost immediately. So I'm gonna tweak the colors later, because I don't like the way it's showing, and kind of like what the curve is doing. It gives definitely more depth to the image. Um, I want to try something though. No, and it's awful, terrible, awful. Yeah. Funny how that changes in a little bit. And hmm, where do I go from there, boys and girls? I don't really know. I don't know how much time I'm spending on this thing, but way too much, obviously. Um, one of the things I can tell you is like draw a lot. I'm a sheeted drawer, but once I have an idea, I draw it. Like I told you before the stream started, like I don't know where I'm going with this, but it's kind of okay. I mean, I will finish having like something. Mm, so maybe I will cut this tutorial right here and change the live stream of all this. I don't know. I said I was going to do a YouTube banner, so I might do my YouTube banner now. We got around it. We got this thing, but let me check why. Let us play around with the settings of the stroke. Really, like the dashes. All right. Let me. All right. That's interesting. I mean, don't hesitate to play with the forms and do things. So like, I think we can finally get something like this. That's pretty much interesting. So this is one way to animate your logo. For example, if you wanted to appear and disappear, check or construct over. Let me see. This doesn't look like nothing. And you can change the offset, of course, like this, and animate the offset to be in the continuous shape of it. But I don't know. I like not closed out like this, but I wish it would match the orientation. I wish I can do it, but you know what? I'm not going to create a dash. I don't know. Transform Polystar. What do we have? No fill. The color, the opacity, the composite. Yeah. Um, I don't know why I'm working specifically on the Polystar right here, but yeah. Let's see. Had a rectangle to it, and the rectangle pass. No, I don't know. So we're stuck here. Well, I'm stuck here without not knowing what to do about this thing. And I hate it. It's as simple as that. I hate everything I made today. It's awful. It is awful. I hate it. I hate my choice of colors. I hate everything. Um, And I hate the fact that once it goes on black, it is already like this. So I might just create a background drop right here, and I'm creating as a gray background. Okay, and yeah, let's put it. So that's basically what I hate. So I'm gonna transform this. So Control Mesh, Control Shift Y, and we're gonna turn this into a white. Whitey. Always think about white when you create a white something like even if you're doing credits for a movie or that stuff, never. I'm sorry. Never go full white. Always like add some gray into the white because you don't want it to bang the eyes off your audience like real quick. So actually, this seems way better than the beginning, but I rather have this white color, white tonish color right here. Maybe maybe create a mask. So if you double click, it will create a mask like this on it. And I want it to be not spatially inverted, but we're gonna play around with this, and we're gonna do mask expansion. So mask expansion goes like this. All right. And inside this I'm gonna create a alright, so the mask expansion still looks, we're gonna leave it like this as is, boom, and here we're gonna create definitely a generate, and this one will have its own ramp, its own gradient ramp, and which is gonna be a radial, and of course it's gonna be so wait, where is my, why is it doing from the top and not from my start of ramp? Wait, start of the ramp goes here. Thank you. And we're gonna do this like this. We're gonna swap the colors and yeah, we're gonna leave some more light, and see this is just affecting the background. I'm gonna blend it a bit with the original to leave it like almost as you can see it, and yeah, I think this problem we have is actually that the O and the X are too much visible, in my opinion. Uh, but we're gonna see how I do. So bear with me just a second. I have uh, to get it to uh, do this, and alright, so now where do we go from here? I mean, the poor choice of color is taking me, so we're uh, just gonna tweak a bit the curves, and it's doing nothing on the A, really? Oh, because, oh yeah, a more palish one would fit, but I need it to be like a more. Did I create a point already? I did. I did create a point already, so we're gonna do this like this, and we're finally going to change this color. Alright, let me check, let me check, let me check. Yeah, maybe a lightish blue, but I hate it. I hate every single color I have. We have 1,000 and plus colors, and I can't find one. So, so we're gonna get back to the point we were, and we're gonna leave it as is. And well, that's not so much from my rounded logo, is it? Um, Let me think. I need to think. I need to see where I'm going with this. I'm actually not going nowhere. I'm kind of getting used to this, and I don't know why, but it's something I'm getting used to it. Maybe rework on the rounded outline this time. Maybe we work on the mesh shape, and let me try this, like right here. And yeah, it's not overlapping, it stays right in place, and it looks like it's taken over. And this is way better already. This is way better already with the shapes coming under, coming on top. It is. Hello, Nozak Prod. Welcome to the stream. I'm really sorry about the stream of today. I'm gonna speed this thing up. I'm. It's being complicated. So as you can see for this is the live tutorial about how to make a logo for my YouTube and the intro, but I hate it. So I'm gonna keep this tutorial for tomorrow. I'm gonna slip on it, so I invite you to go back on the stream and watch everything I did. Salut JP, excuse-moi. Ok, bah j'espère que tu parles anglais parce que c'est que la chaîne c'est que la chaîne elle sera que en anglais. Donc c'est pour ça. Et après comme je réédite les trucs et tout, je suis désolé mais je vais continuer à parler en anglais. J'espère que tu comprends bien l'anglais. En tout cas merci d'être là. I'm gonna use the YouTube banner now because obviously I'm gonna leave the logo right where it is. So to do this, I forgot which is the whites and composition. So we're gonna create a composition right off the bat. Control N as always to create a comp, but this time we're not gonna go in custom. We're gonna go in HDTV 1080 and one frame again because we're doing a still image. All right. So this comp, I forgot to rename the comp. So this comp is called comp 1, but we don't want it to be called comp 1. We want it to be called YouTube banner. So YouTube banner is ready. So I just need to see YouTube banner height and width because that's what we need to do and size dimension. Alright, blah blah blah, and I know it's something like needs to be at least this photo. Alright, so this is this is at minimum by 2000. Alright, so which is 2048. Alright, so you go back to your composition settings, so Control K, and you go apply like the whites to 248, and I forgot, yeah, this looks more like a banner, and I forgot the width, and the width is gonna be 1152. So 1152, Control K, go back and set up 1152. Keep in mind that you need to always have this unchecked when doing like Photoshop work or some stuff, because otherwise it's going to lock to a 16 by 9 aspect ratio or 4 by 3 aspect ratio, any TV or cinema format aspect ratio actually, and you don't want it. So I think we're done. Let me check it again. Yeah, so this looks like the YouTube banner. So basically what I'm just gonna do is select everything I did for the intro channel. Alright, so I'm just gonna show you this to you, or yeah, it is well, yesterday, Jean-Pierre, what I did was this. So I'm gonna show you what I did yesterday and why we're doing this today. So yesterday I did this. Welcome everyone to my channel. Out here you'll find out everything there is to know about video production. We'll cover a wide range of videos going to tutorials to live events, from motion design to music production, and I reserve to you a bit of surprises on this channel. So I hope you like it. If you do, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next live or next video. So basically, that's why I'm taking. Shut the fuck up. That's why I'm taking this to our next level, and I want my YouTube banner to be this thing here. So what I want to do is copy everything that's here. Basically, like the background, Xiao, the undertext. What is my undertext? My undertext. All right, wait. Alright, so I got selected, and the logo bar. So this is everything I need. So we're gonna copy it to the new composition, which is right here. And of course, since they have everyone and animation, we need to go back in the effects of every one of them and turn down the animation. But still, to do this, yeah, wait. I know why it's not working. The best way I'm gonna do it actually is to bring back. I'm gonna duplicate the intro. This. You're gonna see why in a second. I don't want to create an instance of it. I just want to create a brand new copy that I can modify. So I'm gonna duplicate it. So either you do Control D on your keyboard, or either you do nothing here apparently. So Control D on your keyboard. Rename it intro, no, outro YouTube banner. Let's call it like this, and we're gonna open it. So now every change I make here won't have an effect on here, which is really important because to keep in mind when you want to rename stuff, when you want to rename everything. You don't want to make an instance, because if you make an instance out of it, as soon as you're going to change something here, it's going to change the other composition. So depending on the project, depending on what's your workload and that kind of stuff, that's the way to proceed to it. But for the YouTube banner, we're just going to get it here. So what we want is to have our background right here, and what I want is actually to do the most easiest thing in the world, which is turn off the animation for everything. So here we can see that nothing is moving. We have no motion blur. We have nothing activated. So my background is okay. My Xiao might have effects. So I'm going to deactivate it. My undertext I have an effect. My logo bar has an effect. So now what do we have? We have this without any effects, and it's showing here. It's showing in the time frame. Why did I do this? Because in my YouTube banner composition, I only have one frame. So when I copied every layer, every single layer to my this YouTube banner comp, I couldn't scroll through the comp. So when you deactivate the effect, it's gonna leave everything at the place you deactivated it. To show you an example of it, so if I go to let's say all right, let's reactivate my effect, like I don't know which one it is. All right, it's the logo bar. So if I were to deactivate the effect right here, oh no, so apparently not. So apparently not, but let me get my effect back, and yes, it's supposed, if I drop it down here. Alright, so we did this for nothing, boys, because apparently it's not working this way, but it was working this way. There's a catch here, there's a catch I need to understand, but it doesn't quite matter. So still, since I'm not at the beginning of my thing, here we're gonna have to re-import every little thing to the first frame. So you hold shift to make it snap to the end here. So shift you click on it and you should hold shift. Yes, thank you. So you select only the part you want, and here we go. So shift again to select every layer, Control C, Control D, and now we should be good. We are good. So what's up in that frame? Well, that frame is just saying my composition. I can't believe the composition is so far away from this. 248 by hmm. Um, resize the size of the recommended. Yeah, 250. All right. Wait. I want to find the real one. The perfect balance size, because YouTube gave me one for my other French YouTube channel, and I'm used to it. But the real question is, tell me, things get complicated. Nothing gets complicated. Minimum for upload, minimum safe area, maximum. Alright, so now this is safe area. Alright, I'm just gonna keep it. Yeah. So I don't understand. It seems like legit, but alright. So now we're just gonna adapt everything to our comp. So hold shift to or don't. I mean, like this blue thing, I don't really give a fuck. Like it's just the background, right? But we might have an effect on the background, and we do. So actually, we do want it to be kept. So hold shift before clicking. No, click and then hold shift, and then we're gonna do this like this. Now let me say something about this curve. This curve is giving it a more bluish gene. Alright, and now we're gonna rearrange everything. Like I'm gonna rearrange the Xiao, the undertext, we're gonna mask it right now. We're gonna mask the logo bar, and we're gonna go. Alright, so now one of the things I forgot to mention: if we don't duplicate the undertext comp, it's gonna do the same thing. It's gonna create an instance, and whatever is changed inside this composition is gonna be modified inside the other one. So to show you an example of this, if I go here and I don't know, I turn it down here on our main thing. We are turned down, and we don't have the undertext anymore. So it's really important to keep that in mind, so you can actually modify it. So we're gonna come back to this to video creator, and actually the thing I mentioned I forgot to mention for you is like you don't want to duplicate it here, you want to duplicate it here, exactly here. That's the one you want to duplicate. That's the one you want to do a duplicate on it, if it will work. Yes. And now that it's named differently, uh, I'm gonna call it undertext YouTube banner, like this. All right, and I'm going to delete this one here, and I'm going to re-import my new one here. And now if I go inside this comp and deactivate the view, when I go back to my intro channel, it is here because it's not an instance, so you can get back and learn how to make it. So now that we're here, I don't know if I'm gonna go, if I'm gonna stay with Video Creator. I'm actually gonna close every single thing down, except what is this? What is outro YouTube banner? Oh, this is my duplicate composition. All right, I understood. So I'm gonna keep my things like this, and I'd like to see. All right. So we're gonna, as always, re-import our grid, not our grid, I'm sorry. So I have a render number calling me, but thank you to not call me while I'm live streaming. It would be cool. Alright, so I'm gonna pop out the guides, and probably I don't see the guides because it's blue, or no, I don't see the guides because I don't have none. So I'm gonna bring back my ruler, and we're gonna set up the guides like always. So always, once you got your ruler and the guide in every option here, you can bring everything. All right, I don't know what's bugging right now, but it doesn't matter. All right, doesn't matter. Everything I'm doing here doesn't matter. I'm gonna deactivate everything just to have my black and white bars. So you click and drag and drop till here, and then you place it by hand like this in the right middle until it fits the lane, and you got your first line of the ruler. Do the same thing to the left, and boom, we are perfectly fit. So now that we have everything, we can replace everything in the middle of a frame. So I guess I'm not gonna have Xiao in the middle of my frame, but I'm still gonna get this. I might create this like this, and this. I like how this is occupying the space. I do very much like it. I'm gonna do just something else. I'm gonna do this because I want it to be uh, inside the frame of view. So if you're not familiar with the shapes of it, I'm gonna deactivate the ruler. So just yeah, so you can be familiar with this. All right. So basically, this is the inner square right here is well, if you can fit my frame, yes. This inner square right here is what your eyes are focused on, and then the rest of it here and here, it's your peripheral vision. All right. So basically, when you work on TV, what you want to do is put right here the logo of your channel. So like if you're watching CNN or some kind of stuff, or I don't know, every TV channel with logo on frame is gonna be placed either on one of the corners here, and that's what I want. So I want to keep everything focused in the thing, in the frame. Sorry, not the thing. And yeah. So I actually hate the colors of my of this. So the curve is good, but I'm gonna have to take back a. I'm gonna have to open back my normal outro YouTube banner because I have a vignette applied on it, as you can see, and I have this. So that's why my color look like this, and then it look like this. So I'm gonna re-import both my vignette and my CC is for color correction, obviously. So Control C on it, and yeah, definitely Control V here, and we'll be good to go. Since this is not a composition, since I'm just duplicating layers, I can change whatever effect I have on my layers, and it won't be an instance of it. It will really be a copy, an independent copy of it. It's only compositions that you need to duplicate in the project thing. Thus, in this, I really need to find my words in English. I swear to God. This where is locating all your files, but it's kind of okay. So now that we have it, of course, either we can stretch it both to it, or we can do right click, transform, and we can do fit to comp. Since it's not text, it is. And now I have this nice same values of blue with the same exact same gradient on it. So I'm gonna keep this, and I'm gonna try I'm gonna try to find out what I want in this YouTube banner because I have no freaking clue of what I want to write, in which typography I want to write it. I think I'm gonna use the same as video creator. Wait, Xiao is in lemon milk, so maybe I'm gonna try lemon milk. So we're gonna grab our text again, and we're just gonna click here, and we're gonna get all right, tutorials. All right, so this is way too big. So what we're gonna do is, all right, do it like this, and real click, and what's this is in 63, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why it's going 300, but I'm just gonna place it to, yeah. All right. So 63, thank you. No, not 63, and we're good. Yeah, and we're good. All right. And then we're gonna change everything. So I'm just gonna say tutorials, tutorials. Tutorials. I don't know. Am I really gonna repeat what I said in my intro? Maybe. Maybe. Let me check. What did I say in my intro? I said tutorials, music production. tutorials. Wait. So maybe not tutorials, like video creator, like maybe not. I'm gonna call it content creator. The first one, the undertext is gonna be content creator first, so it changes a bit from what I have before, and it goes CC, which I don't know. I like content con. Oh, come on keyboard content. Fuck myself, I don't know how to type on this keyboard. I'm so used to my Mac, I swear to God. Alright, and we're gonna replace it in the middle of our things with our spaced all laid out. So once we're here, uh, well, we can go to here, and we got Xiao content creator. And what I want to do now is really create this. All right, I need to make them fit. I mean to not the ruler. I need the guides, and I need really to make them like in the middle of my frame. So I'm gonna take Xiao first, and Xiao looks like it's centered, but by some magical ways, yeah, no, it is. And then all right, sometimes you have to do it by hand. Um, So it's the underwater YouTube thing, and this one needs to be centered like this. Do I like it? No, I kind of like it, but I feel it's a bit off. I feel this is way more like, yeah, I feel this does it way more. I really want it to be like packed. You know what I mean? Like squished on, squeezed. It's really like what I want. So let me deactivate my guides again. And all right, this looks good. All right, so we're gonna continue. I'm not gonna write tutorials. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go like live stream, and video videos, so live streams because it's plural, and videos every week, every week. All right, thank you. Every week, thank you. I don't know if it's no, don't jump on me like this. So okay, so live stream and video every week. So let's pull up our logo bar, of course. And nope, thank you from. All right, so I'm gonna lock. All right, if you don't want, if you want to select something on your screen, but you don't, you want to select it here, but you want to mess around with the other things, you lock the layers you don't want to. For example, if on top of my pile here is my adjustment layer, and since my adjustment layer is the size of my composition, no matter where I will click, I will select this motherfucking composition adjustment layer. All right. So what you're gonna do, what you want to do is lock. So once it's locked, you're gonna select only the things that are under it. So the first thing which is under it is this comp right here, and this comp will actually not be moved very much. I'm gonna bring back my no, my guides. Alright, I want you to bring back your guides, and we're gonna try and make it like this, and move it but with the arrows just for it to leave a little bit of space like this, and it's centered, so I'm quite confident with this, and it works good. Alright, now what am I going to do? I'm going to deactivate my guys again, and we're gonna select a typography for live stream and videos every week, obviously, which is not here, obviously, which is like my text on my YouTube banner, which is here. All right, and for this, I want to find best new, right? Best new, which is here. Alright, and I kind of like the way it is shaped, but I don't like the way live streams and video every week. Alright, and let's go to our grid. No, to our guy. Oh, I misclick every goddamn time. I swear to God, every goddamn time. So we're gonna sync we have to sync an image composition right now. So basically, I want this to be a block, all right, but I don't want this to eat out every information I'm giving right here because you don't care about the name of the channel. It's gigantic, and if you're already here, you know what my channel name is. Um, so I'm just gonna select both my text, which is Xiao, and my undertext banner. So like this, no, or without holding shift, and I'm misclicking, and we're gonna place it way more up than before. So that way I can have space. I'm still gonna keep in mind that to bring back not this, but the title action safe. Thank you. And I want it to occupy like this square here I draw, right? So this is basically what I want to do. So it's not very precise work. It's just more a feeling of how you want to get the image to be in. And I feel like there's a lot of room I'm not using. All right, so now it's my live stream every week that I want to be kind of right in the middle of it. And yeah, I need to deactivate my guide right now, just to feel it. Yeah, I feel this is way more interesting than before. Let me look at it by this way. Yeah, it is quite good. Live streams and video every week. I feel like I need another text under this text. So I'm going to duplicate the layer. So select the text, go ahead, duplicate. And since this is the exact same text, it's going to be the exact same thing on the exact same typo. And yes, it does create more vibrant space. So now, uh, so now the hours, like let's say from uh, let's say live from like 10 all right am is I never know what am and pm is, so I think am is post morning. So until, yeah, PM is supposed to, yeah, post meridian, but alright. What the fuck? Did I really like smash that button like this? Oh really? Well, fuck me. Alright. So live from 10. Well, let's say this live from 10 a.m. 12 a.m. to well, let's say yeah, let's say this 19 p.m. In Paris time. Boom, and now I want this to be, come on, to be a little like shorter than this. And I want to place it again like on the middle of it. So I'm gonna go to guides and boom. I want to create this comp, but I don't want it to be in I want it to be really small because it's just a secondary information I'm giving it. So I only have regular. I don't have bold. All right. So let me do this like this. Huh. Yeah, a much more nicer view from it. So let me do a little space between them both. Live from 12 a.m. to 19 p.m. Paris time. All right, that seems legit. Uh, uh, but I wanted to add almost every day. Boom. All right, now that I have this almost every day, and we can have this. All right, let me check. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with where I am with this. I mean, I think I can use a bit more of color correction on everything. We're gonna see where we can go, and if I want to make it more vivid, more like of contrast. And what do I have on this adjustment layer? I have the shade of it, and yeah, I'm just gonna tweak it a bit and get this lighting real smooth on everything. And that's something that I like actually quite good. And oh, I had the exposure turned on. All right, I don't want to pass by a slide. And all right, let's take a look at the image like in full, like this. And I think we're good for the YouTube banner. Yahoo content creator, live streams and videos every week, live stream, blah blah blah, almost every day. All right, honestly, we're good. All right, so for the logo of today, seriously, we're gonna come back later tomorrow, and tomorrow I will find out what's going on with that logo. So I'm I'm gonna get back on the stream real quick. It's just gonna quit the stream. I'm gonna change the name of the stream, and we're gonna go back. Because yesterday when I made my YouTube intro, I made obviously I made exactly 92 takes for the introduction. So I was thinking doing a video editing tutorial as the same time as I'm doing a funny video and my first really edited video for this YouTube channel. So that's what I'm gonna do. But before this, don't panic if the live stream cuts. It's just for like approximately like 2 minutes basically. So I recommend you stay on my channel if you want to continue for tutorials for something else besides After Effects. So now, then when you have your YouTube banner, it's the one frame. So you go to composition, you go to add to render queue, and here you're gonna go directly in lossless, and you're gonna select. We want a JPEG sequence and best maximum quality, blah blah blah. Okay, don't crop out. And we're gonna call this YouTube banner and intro. Alright, I'm gonna create like a new folder just to keep Ichi banner, just to keep it smooth, you know. And save. So the oh, I don't know how to say this in English. This symbol, the hashtag. Oh, of course I know how to say it in English. So the hashtag is the number of frames you're gonna render. So for example, since a video is 25 frames per second, it's recommended when you export video to export it not in special in JPEG, but like in TIFF or that kind of image. So then, if your computer crash, you won't lose the video. It won't be a video corrupt file. It will actually be a sequence of images. And you're gonna the bonus for that is like if it crashes in the middle of the rendering, you will know exactly at which frame you're not rendered and at which frame it crashed, so you can relaunch then your render from the frame it crashed and to go on. So it's perfect. So you go save, continue, blah blah blah. You go render. It's one frame, so it's gonna be freaking fast. So you go back to where you saved it and intro and then a YouTube banner and YouTube banner. Alright, so I already have one and we are here. And so this is what it looks like. It is pretty cool. I really much like it. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut the stream real quick. I'm gonna change the name of the stream because this is kind of done for today. Well, the title of the stream is done for today. I'm gonna cut the stream, change the stream name, and come back, and we're gonna do video editing tutorial. And I don't know how we're gonna. Maybe it's not a tutorial. I'm just gonna call it live making a video of YouTube. So I see you real quick in a few seconds.